Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name's Michaela and I make diamond painting videos here on this channel, and today I have my first month in review for the year 2026. I am here today to show you guys the diamond paintings that I finished during this month, which is only this one right here, and all of my whips going into February. If you are new to my channel or you haven't tuned in a while, toward the end of last year, I was playing a little bit of cleanup on all of my whips that I had going into the new year, and I was very, I don't want to say strict, but I was very much feeling like I was only going to go into the new year with a one whip at a time kind of mentality, and we are going to see here that that is clearly not the case anymore. So I have a finished project here to show you, and then a few whips going into February. We'll also talk about my diamond painting plans for the month of February, and I'm really excited to chat about it. So anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoy this video, and let's get right on into it. Alrighty, so we are starting out with my finish, my one and only finish for the month of January. This is Panda Cafe. This is by Art by Julia and Diamond Art Club. Just give you guys a really quick kind of pan of this canvas. I do have a full poster view up on my channel if you're interested in hearing more in-depth thoughts on this painting, but this is Panda Cafe by Art by Julia. This is a 29 by 22 inch or 73.5 by 55.6 centimeter round diamonds, and I worked on this for an event that I co-hosted. I co-hosted an Art by Julia diamond painting event in January with my two really close friends, Natalie from Diet Coke and Diamonds and Tiffany from Diamonds at Tiffany's, and I just had so much fun co-hosting that event with them, and I'm really excited to do it more in the future with them. I mean, by more, I mean like this event next year. You guys know what I mean. I have no plans to co-host any other events at the current moment with them. But I worked on Panda Cafe for the event, and this painting was partially the reason why I decided that one whip maybe isn't for me. This painting was a ton of fun to work on, okay? I'm gonna be very honest, it was really, really fun. This color palette is a little bit neutral. I mean, we do have some fun pops, right? Like we got some blues, and grays, I guess, can be considered fun in the top. We have some reds. I actually really loved the red fairy dust that was in this diamond painting. We found it over here, which these are lanterns. Yeah, lanterns. I'm so sorry. You guys definitely commented in my poster view because I'm like, I don't know what these are. They're lanterns. And then over here, we had more of the red fairy dust in here. That was a ton of fun to work with. There was also a lot of color blocking in this canvas, which some areas, I will say, were more confetti heavy. I mean, like, you know, in some of these desserts over here, we had more in the way of confetti, but I would say overall, like, this painting definitely leaned more on the color blocking heavy side of things. And so I was basically like halfway through this panda's face. I had made it pretty far up on this project, just strictly working on this project, and I thought to myself, I'm like, I'm dying to kit up a different project just to have a little bit of variety. And I honestly, the goal was not to get burned out of diamond painting, and I didn't want to get burned out, so I just decided to kit up, which will be one of the next whips I show you, which is the End of an Era from Ava Rose Art and Jaded Gem Shop. And so I kitted that up and started working on it, and then I came back to Panda Cafe, and honestly, I think that really helped rejuvenate my love for this canvas, and I was able to go ahead and finish it off. I'm pretty sure I did like the entire top row just like back to front. So I did have fun with this canvas. But going into it, you know, if you have this in your stash or you're thinking about buying it, it is a lot of color blocking, and it's a great size point though. I mean, it's a 29 by 22 inch. This is a really fabulous size point. I guess a little bit of stats in case you're interested. I purchased this canvas on Black Friday of this past year, so that was November 27th, 2025. I started this canvas on January 1st, 2026, and finished it on January 25th, 2026. Round drill canvas from Diamond Art Club, had a total diamond count of 53,934 diamonds, pretty good medium size project. This had 46 colors, including 2 ABs and 3 fairy dust, which 46 colors I feel like is a really solid amount of colors. Like, it's not a really large amount at all. I feel like that's definitely almost more mid-sized, if not on the lower end, which I do love from time to time. I love a good high color count, but I also love a good lower color count. I love it all. I just love diamond painting. And then, like I said, the size on this, 29 by 22 inch or 73.5 by 55.6 centimeter. This was my first canvas completed of 2026 and my 38th canvas overall. So yeah, again, honestly, I had a lot of fun with this canvas. I just think that I was a little bit in over my head about having the one whip at a time with this canvas particularly. You know, it's interesting because my mind does really go back and forth. You'll hear it if you go back in any of my older videos. When I first started diamond painting, I worked on one project at a time, then it morphed into having a few whips, brought it back down to one, and then brought it back up again. Maybe I'm just a fan of doing one project, bringing it up, bringing it back down, and then bringing it up again. Maybe that's how I enjoy it. I don't know, but for now, this is what's working. So really so glad I finished this month, and it's just so cute. So this is Panda Cafe by Art by Julia and Diamond Art Club. Let's go ahead and take a look at my whips going into February. Alrighty, moving into my first whip. I mean, look at her face. It is perfect. Oh my goodness, I need to get this rolled. I figured I'd show you guys from top to bottom here, but let's get this rolled up a little bit, and then we will be able to see the part that I actually worked on this month. Oh my gosh, this is so perfect. This is End of an Era by Ava Rose Art and Jaded Gem Shop. This is a square drill canvas, and the size is a 45 by 110 centimeters. So as we can tell, this is very long and panel. Can we just appreciate her bodysuit? Like, excuse me, and it's so special drilled out. Actually, let me go ahead. I want to zoom in for you guys. That way you can just see all of the different special drills in her bodysuit. This is a great zoom. Okay, hopefully it'll kind of focus, but we have some pink metallics in here. We have some blue metallics. We have a ton of different shimmer drills. We have like a purple shimmer, a light blue shimmer, a more minty shimmer, a purple AB. It is just chock full of specials. OMG, which honestly tracks given the artwork. If you do not know what this is artwork of, this is artwork of Taylor Swift in her Lover bodysuit at the Eras tour, and I knew immediately once I got this diamond painting I really wanted to work on it, and I'm almost done with, I think, the 4th row of this canvas. Once I do this last section, I think that's the 4th row. And this is divided up into 11 rows. Yeah, it has to be because I did it by 10 by 10 centimeter sections, basically. About 10 by 10 centimeters, at least 10 centimeters going up. So like after the next couple rows, I'll be about halfway done with this project. This has been so much fun to work on. I'm actually really excited to finally get into like her hair and her face. I think that's gonna be really fun to do. There is a really good amount of color blocking and confetti in this canvas. We have a ton of color blocking kind of going along the edging here, which goes really freaking fast. And then we get into, you know, places like the bodysuit that go a lot slower because it's a lot more confetti heavy, but the payoff is so good. And I love how the way I'm working on this project, how because I'm working, you know, left to right, so we'll get some like color blocking, and then we'll get into some bodysuit, and then we'll go back to color blocking, and you're kind of never having too much of one thing. I guess it doesn't matter super hardcore when you have multiple whips, but like if I were just to be working on this project, it would be really nice to kind of have color blocking, confetti, color blocking, and you know, kind of the same thing going all the way down. I guess the way I'm working on this though, like I'm gonna run out of bodysuit before I run out of everything else. I don't know, I'd be very curious if this is a canvas that you have in your stash, or even if you don't, how would you work on this canvas? Because like, what would you want to save for last if you're not a methodical worker like I am? I don't necessarily mind that the bodysuit isn't going to be available by the time I get to the top. I think I really have been enjoying the bodysuit confetti wise. It's been very worth it. It is a lot of confetti, and it's kind of the confetti that there aren't like tangible objects that you're like making appear as you're diamond painting it. Like it's just a bunch of color that will eventually turn into something really beautiful, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. This project has been so good to me and I just love it. I love it so much. Her microphone's perfect. I really love the effect of like the sparkles. This is like a gray metallic as the sparkles. We have more sparkles over here. Her boots are really decked out as well. The one thing I will say with this project, and I don't know how easily we can tell, there is quite a bit of gapping in the skin tone specifically. I'm trying my hardest to kind of keep it as straight as possible, but I'm not going in and single placing the skin tone maybe like I should. I just don't. I'm a little too lazy for that, if I'm being honest. Props to the people that do it. I just don't think I want to do that. But it is a little bit gappy in the skin. But honestly, on camera, I'm not sure you can really tell. Maybe you can. I don't really think so. But I'm having a ton of fun with this project, and maybe I can finish this in February. I will be very curious to see just how far I get with this next month, but this is End of an Era by Ava Rose Art and Jada Jump Shop. Okay, so this next project, I haven't gotten nearly a lot done on it at all. Honestly, I've only done 2 sections. This is a big project. This is very hard to maneuver around the table. Oh no, you can't even see the couple sections I've done. Okay, this should do the trick. Here are the couple sections I've done. This is Harmony in the Highlands by Steve Sundrum and Diamond Art Club. This is a beast of a canvas. This is a 38.6 by 27.6 inch or 97.8 by 69.9 centimeter square drill canvas, of course, for this kind of artwork. Definitely needs it. I love this diamond painting with all my being. I love Steve Sundrum's landscapes in general. They're always so beautiful. This is the first one I've ever worked on, and I'm loving every single second of this, and I really need to pull this one out. I just wanted to finish Panda Cafe and work on my Jada Gem Shop a bit this month, but I did keep this one up. It probably wasn't even that long ago. I think it was like a week or so ago. So I'm not that surprised. I only have a couple sections done, which again, you guys can't even see because this thing is so big that I have to like purposely have it over here for you guys to see this section here. But just look how beautiful those flowers are. And there are so many special drills just within these flowers, like blue fairy dust, pink AB, orange AB, white fairy dust, just tons of specials. And I definitely, of course, plan on working on this in February, specifically because my friend Elissa over at Mink Arts and Crafts is running a Lunar New Year event, and horses, it works. It's a lunar New Year animal. Plus it's the year of the horses, which was the whole reason why I wanted to work on this Steve Sundrum specifically. I have a ton of Steve Sundrums in my stash. He's one of my favorite artists, and this one called out to me for this year because of the horses in the image. I also feel like this canvas might actually go faster than I'm anticipating. Now, granted, we have a lot of like florals going on in this canvas, but like a lot of this middle ground over here is a lot of line blocking. So I think that might go by pretty fast. And then if we kind of scoot it up a little bit in the sky has a good bit of color blocking as well. So it's not like pure confetti the whole time. Ooh, not my, you know who, going off again. That scared me. That scared me. I'm not even gonna remove it from this clip because that just happened. Anyways, yeah, so the sky here has a lot of color blocking. And then, you know, but like obviously like a lot of the trees is still gonna have a lot of confetti. So I feel like this project will go fairly quickly. She says a little bit unsure, but I've really been enjoying this, you know, what I've been working on. Whew, I'm so sorry. That clip probably sounded so chaotic because, oh my God, I don't even know if you guys heard the Apple device telling me she could not find what she was looking for. I hate when that happens. That happens so often. Oh man. Honestly, I should probably just be removing the iPad from the room because my phone never gets triggered by it. It's always the iPad. Anyways. This is Harmony in the Highlands by Steve Sundrum. Let me go ahead and grab my custom. Alrighty, next up we have my custom from Diamond Art Club. If you do not know, Diamond Art Club does do custom diamond paintings if you have enough Treasure Quest cards. Treasure Quest cards are Diamond Art Club's newest secondary rewards program, and once you collect enough of the Treasure Quest cards, you can redeem for a custom, and this is my custom. It's of me and Zeus, which this row I'm finally gonna get into his little face over here. I did 2 whole sections this month. I was very distracted this month. I did this section right here, and I did this one over here. Every time I come back to this diamond painting, I'm reminded just how much confetti is in this canvas, but so worth it. Because, I mean, honestly, this is turning out amazing, and I'm really excited for this to eventually finish. My plan for February is whenever I don't necessarily know what to diamond paint, I will put all of my diamond paintings into a whip wheel, which I know that a few of my friends have done before. I know Courtney has done it, Kate has done it, excuse me. So I'll put all of my whips into a wheel and spin to see what I want to work on. I do have a secondary wheel on my phone of how many sections I might work on, like once I spin the actual painting. We'll see if I end up going with that wheel or not, but yeah, hopefully I'm able to work on my custom a bit. You know, I don't know if like I want this to be like a forever, not like a forever project. I really don't want it to be a forever project, but like a project that like just I take my time with, or if I really do want to like add it into the rotation and try to get it done a lot quicker. I feel like January was one of those months that like I did do it a lot slower. I only did a couple sections, but like in December I did like a row or 2, so like I don't know. Again, it's more confetti heavy. I really cannot wait for this to be done. I think it's going to be so beautiful once it's finished, and then I can, you know, figure out what to do with it from there. But I don't know whether that be like hanging it or giving it to my parents. I have no idea, but I do want to, you know, see it complete. And Zeus is turning out so cute. I just have to see how Zeus looks by the end. He's gonna look adorable. So this is my Treasure Quest card custom from Diamond Art Club. Here's the deal. I'm gonna go grab my next project that I'm going to start in February, and I'm actually gonna go grab a couple different things, and then we will talk about my plans for February. Alrighty, let's talk plans going into February. The first plan is to start this new project, which I actually am gonna start tonight. I'm filming this video a little bit late. It's the 3rd. Are we on the 3rd? Yeah, the 3rd of February, because this is going up on the 4th. I wanted to start this last night, but I did not start it last night. I'm actually glad I didn't. I'm glad I can show you guys like the blank canvas before I put any drills on it. But this is the canvas that I kitted up in my whip and chat this past week. This is Lumina by Margaret Morales. She's so beautiful. This is a 22 by 33 inch or 55.6 by 83.7 centimeter round diamonds. This is my next round drill project since I finished Panda Cafe. I think I'm gonna love this color palette so much. She is perfect. I really love her. I'm excited to start this one. This isn't necessarily like for any specific reason. Like I'm not working on this for any sort of event or anything. The only reason I'm working on it is because this one got voted to work on, and I was looking for another round drill canvas to work on after Panda Cafe, so I'm really excited to get started on this canvas tonight. But this is the first, I guess, like plan, if you will, going into February. Not really again a reason for it aside from just wanting to work on it. So we have this, and then I've got 2 sets of mini dazzles here. Let's go ahead and start with this first set. This came in the mail 2 days ago. This is the Birthstone Mini Dazzle from Diamond Art Club, and I saw this release last week or the week before, and I thought to myself, I'm like, oh my god, I've been looking for another year-long project, and this is gonna fit the bill perfectly. I feel a little bit silly because I haven't done January yet. I didn't get this in time to do January, but in February I plan to start the whatever, I don't know my birthstones. I don't know what February is, and I definitely don't know what January is. I only know that May is Emerald because I was born in May. I wonder if it's in order because May is 5th month of the year. I don't know. Maybe it is in order. I don't know. But I will work on the January and February ones in February and just pretend I started it in January. No, I'm not going to pretend, but I'm not going to get that upset at myself either. I just didn't have it in hand by the time the year started. But yeah, I'm going to work on one of these a month, and it'll be kind of like my months of the year mini dazzles, where I did every single month at the beginning of the month that corresponded and had a completion by the end of the year. So I'm gonna do the birthstones mini dazzles in 2026. So that is, I guess, plan number 1. And then plan number 2 is that my friends Katie from Diamonds and Washi and Kate Diamond Painting and Dr. Pepper, they are co-hosting an event in February called Fairy Tales and Folklore, and I really want to participate, but I cannot commit myself to another bigger project because we just saw what Michaela was planning on doing this month, whip-wise, and this project, and so I thought to myself, I'm like, I have the Fairy Tales mini dazzles. They've been sitting out for the last like month because actually like a month ago, this is what I was considering working on, and I just never put it away because I knew I wanted to work on this. I really love this. I actually haven't opened it yet, but we have just some really fun fairy tales in here, like Little Red Riding Hood, Jack and the Beanstalk, Snow White, Rapunzel, Hansel and Gretel, and Cinderella. And yeah, maybe like mid-month I'll work on this. Maybe something just kind of like to have a finish mid-month. I don't know. But I do plan on working on this canvas for that event in February. So yeah, those are not me covering up Miss Lumina's face. Let me move these. Let me move these. These are my plans going into February. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments, of course, what did you finish in January? Did you by chance participate in the Art by Julia event? If so, what did you work on? And yeah, let me know if you finished anything, what whips you're carrying into February, all of the things, let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys!